Welcome to Aaron Plays. In this episode we'll be doing Fayon and his adventures down the Warrant of Despair. This is the level 2 dungeon. It's the first time we're doing one of these adventure packs. Now, when it comes to an adventure pack, what you do is you follow the instructions on this card here, the Warrant of Despair. Raiding parties of grunkies have reportedly been looting villages in the north. Rumour has it that they have been led by a large one-eyed frost giant. Someone should investigate. So that's the flavour text, obviously. It then tells you what you need to remove from the core set and then what you add in from this particular set. So, remove the following cards from the base game and replace them with the cards found in this adventure pack. So, enemies, goblins, orcs and skinklings have been removed. And plots, there's 3 plots being removed and 3 new plots added. Doesn't mean those plots will turn up, because in the plot deck there's 12 cards. So but there's a likelihood that one of the new cards will turn up. So it has a new map, but obviously the map is not really that relevant. All it is a place for me to move my pawns. Now, Fayon was the last adventurer I sent down one of these dungeons. Okay, so there's in the actual rule book that comes with the core set, there's not that much description of how to run a campaign game. In the Loots and Lore pack, okay, there came what was called the Lonely Troll, which is this card here, which it says, in between adventures you find a rest at the Lonely Troll where you may do the following. So you refresh your health and energy to their starting levels. So that's what I've done here. Okay, so that's as shown on his card. So he's got 14 health and 11 endurance. You may spend your gold on any items in the trapping deck. So he gets his initial gold back. Now, so there's 3 gold there. Okay. And you may trade in any remaining enemy cards as trophies. Well, he had no remaining enemy cards, gaining 1 gold for each. That's what it says on this card, and that's about it. However, there has been an official FAQ and rules summary for going for a campaign. Okay. So, what carries over between adventurers? So it says all your skills, loot, potions, gold trappings and morality carry over from the adventure. So he stays on morality -3 and he keeps the loot and such forth he gathered. So he's still armed with his longsword, his robes, his magic ring of invisibility, and he's got an explorer's map, a dagger and an axe, which equals to the 8 encumbrance I've got showing there. And he retains the skills of dodge and conceal. Okay. It says what else happens between adventures and how does my character get ready for the next adventure. So, as I've already described, it says recover all your full health and energy, remove any poison, gain any additional gold from your character, and he gets 1 ration. So if he had any rations left, that would have been deleted, but he gets 1. Any gold that he had already accumulated, he would have kept, and he gains the 3 gold that is shown on his sheet. Well, he had no gold left, so he's got 3 gold. And he's allowed to buy any trappings from the trappings here. With his economics already at 8, there's no potions in here. But what I will do is buy additional rations. I always find that one useful. But now that I'm doing this as a campaign, that will now be permanently deleted. So if he now succeeds at this adventure, where he'll go on to a level 3 adventure, I won't be able to purchase that anymore. So he's got now 2 additional rations. and that costs him 1 gold. So 2 gold still remaining. He will actually gain a torch, which costs another gold. And with a torch, you may discard this card to reveal both dungeon cards and then choose one to resolve. So that's useful. And he will buy, with his last remaining gold, a door wedge. Discard to avoid an ambush or a skirmish. So he's now got 2 ways to avoid a skirmish and 2 ways to avoid an ambush. And he's all out of money. Okay. So, yeah, I think that's all set to go down this particular dungeon. So, I will move that from the way. Put Fayon back there. There is only one boss that you can counter, which is here. I'm not going to reveal him unless Fayon actually gets to the boss. It's still the 10 points that are required. So, let's do this. 2 cards. So this procedure is the same. Turning 1 over. He's found a campsite. You have spied a relatively quiet location to set up camp. It will not be long before you attract attention to yourself. Choose one of the following actions. Spend 1 ration to gain 3 energy. Well, he hasn't expended any energy yet. Search to gain additional ration. Or spend a ration to get 2 health and lose a potion. Well, none of those apply. So you might as well search to gain another ration. So he's now on 4 rations. Never a bad thing. And then those 2 cards to discard. Next 2. Treasure. Gain a gold. Okay. Next 2. Skirmish. Now I can avoid them, but I'm more interested in avoiding ones in the lower level. Plus I also do need to gain experience at some point, so I might as well do it as I have the advantage on this one. Take it. So you draw your weapon and are ready for battle. Okay. So the enemy on this one is draw an enemy card and add the dungeon level, which is dungeon level 1, and plus 2 to their health. So that plus 3, plus whatever is on here. It's a wolf. It's a wolf. It's a wolf. Alright, so he's got 6. So I may spend, or you may avoid this conflict by spending 1 ration. Well, I don't really want to avoid this, so I want to gain experience. So, at this point he's got, say, 6 health. The monster fights first. So 2 dice. Remember, it's the difference between the 2. So that's 4, 5, 6 wounds it does to me. Ouch. That's heavier than I anticipated. Okay, I've got nothing that can absorb those. So that is 6 health. Okay, so fighting back, how much energy would I like to use? I will use 2 energy. Scoring 7 hits, that takes out the wolf. The wolf has 1 treasure, so look at the loot. And it's a fate coin. When you ask...
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Well, that's Alexa for you, butts in whenever she wants to. When asked to draw a plot card, discard the fate coin to draw 2 plot cards, pick one and discard the other. It's 0 encumbrance, so it could be useful. And that's the first card towards gaining some experience. But that wolf did take a big chunk out of him. Another skirmish. Okay, I'm going to look at this card. It's an ambush on the lower level. I don't really want to have that. So I will discard my door wedge, discard to avoid an ambush or a skirmish. Now that's a good question. That is discarded. Is that removed from the campaign? I'll have to look at that one before I start the next level, if I get that far. Okay, so at least I avoided the ambush. I'm not sure about the door wedge. Okay, next card. So another skirmish. Okay. Again, I'm going to look at this card here. Right, it's a second skirmish there. I don't want to suffer that one, so I will use my robes. You may avoid one skirmish per level. Right, well that was seeing quite a lot of the skirmish cards up here. And one ambush. Alright, I can't avoid another skirmish. This card, Altar. Gain one blessing. So, sometimes a sanctuary is found in the least expected places. You drop at the altar and pray for. So, even bad dudes have their gods. Moving on. Merchant. Okay. One loot, one potion. So deep in the dungeon seems like a strange place to set up shop. But who are you to question his sanity? You may make a purchase from the merchant, also remembering that I can sell. Back to the merchant. I've only got 1 gold currently. Health potion. I think we'll buy that for a gold. I definitely can't afford the ice back. Is there anything I want to sell? Not particularly. The health potion I will take though, costing me a gold, which was paid, and I will discard it straight away to regain 4 of my health. Okay. And the last 2 cards of this level. Another skirmish. I'm going to look at this card here. Oh man, it's the arrow trap. Your greed has walked blindly into a storm of arrows. Well, at least with my not conceal my dodge, it only does 1 instead of 2 damage. That's not damage, it's poison. Okay, so I've taken my first poison. Okay, so that wasn't something good. Right, so they're concluded. So this deck gets reshuffled. Ready for the second level. Nothing new has come out so far. Okay, so they're good to go. Refresh all my items. Next up, poison. No, rations. I've got to consume 1 ration. Okay, poison double. I don't have any. I only have 1 point of poison. And then plot cards. I might as well use my fate coin. So when asked to draw a plot card, discard the fate coin to draw 2 plot cards, pick up 1 and discard the other. As it's loot, that goes back in the loot pile. So I'm drawing 2 plot cards. Okay, the chasm or the hidden inn. I know that gives me health and energy, which might be useful. This only gives me 1. But I think I'm going to apply it. So that's gone. The chasm. You nearly slip and fall to your death as your feet find the edge of a perilous drop-off. You hear a worried voice echo from across the other side of the gap. Help me! The rope bridge broke as I crossed it, and my backpack is still on that side. Please toss it to me. Well, as we know, we're playing Fayon as a man who aims to misbehave. Is he going to toss the backpack across? Is he not? Keep the bag for yourself. You are overtaken by greed and you decide to loot the bag. Gain 1 ration. Yep, we'll have that. Boop. And 1 random loot card. Oh, if I must. It's a shield. Now that is useful. That adds 3 to my encumbrance. I might have to discard something. And move down 1 on the morality track. So I'm at now morality -4. And 1 eyeball to the plots. Okay, so with that shield, I take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 encumbrance. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. My encumbrance maximum is 10, so I've got to drop 2 items or drop 2 points. I think we will drop and discard the axe. Okay. So that puts us bang on 10, which is the maximum we can be at. Right. Okay, so I think that's everything ready for 2nd level.